Hello and welcome to Gothic androgyn Tarot. Today we are going to do a 3-card spread. We are using the Angelarium deck. I like this deck because of the specific angels it has, and also it has the Kabbalah Sephiroth in it. Okay, so the first card we have out, I believe that one is Uriel. And the one in the middle is Malkuth. And then this final one is Sandalphon. And so we will get started with that. And we look at the 3 of them there. And I'm sorry this is sideways. That just happens to be how it was recorded. But let's first hone in on our first card. Okay, and the reading that I did today has to do with the times that we're in now and some of the messages that have been coming through and the energies. So the first card that we have is Sandalphon, who is the angel of new life, or the angel of glory. It's one of the twin angels, and is the first that moves to the beginning. There's intent as well as fate and manifestation, as well as that manifestation being completed, and he is the angel of prayers. What is in your dreams flow with it. The angel of a new era emerging, bringing fertility to everything that is touched. Originally, Sandalphon was the prophet Elijah and is the prince and twin brother to Metatron. As the tall angel of the third heaven, and sometimes considered to be the left-hand fairy cherub of the ark, in the Feast of the Tabernacles, Sandalphon is responsible for bringing and gathering the prayers of the faithful and helping them ascend to heaven. As the chief of the seventh heaven, he's in constant battle with the fallen angel Samael, and usually is seen to determine the sex of embryos for expectant mothers. So the next card that we have in the center is Malkuth, which is this 10th Sephirah. It's also responsible and represents Ein Sof and the Shekinah, and is considered to be the soul of the Messiah, or Metatron. Usually a cherub, or associated with the cherubim. Malkuth is grounding of the kingdom, the physical world where man lived, and it's a culmination of many of the emanations of the tree of life in the Kabbalah. Malkuth is also the body and feelings and all the experiences and ideas that we have had. And it manifests in the infinite expansion of the universe that is female manifestation, the boundless prism of rainbow orbs holding all the colors of the universe. So sometimes it's said that man sees in black and white, but beyond the veil where the Godhead is, that is in color, and then other dimensions are in color, and that with some of the shifting energies we need to be able to begin to see some of that color, because we have been living in a black and white world. And that's one of the things that we need to understand. Now, Malkuth is the foundation. It is the physical world, and the goal is to see through the mirror and understand our meaning of what we are in existence. And Malkuth is basically the experience of Earth, our bodies, and our home. And so again, this is another female expansion energy of manifesting the universe and becoming one with ourselves, and moving into a place where we can see those different depths of color and the different levels of the rainbow that we can't see in the old energy, and our way to get through the veil and communicate directly with spirit. And so that is the energy of Malkuth. And then we will begin to move into our third energy here, which is coming up. And basically, so far, we have had a lot of new life, glory, prayer, manifestation energy, and also faith and understanding the constant newness. So our third card that we have here is Uriel, the Angel of Flames, who is a seraphim, and that energy is wild and unwieldy, and it can't be restrained. Uriel can't be bound. The flames that Uriel emanates peels back the darkness and brings us to the edges of awareness where sometimes we may feel a little off guard or unsettled because it's right there next to the veil. And it pressures our consciousness so that we can think, and not only think, but also to feel. And Uriel helps us give this yearning deep within our soul and exposes our heart into our utmost desires. Uriel also represents the sun and the tongue and the power of speaking things into existence. Uriel is said to preside over Hades, is the angel of salvation, and watches over thunder and terror and presides over repentance. Standing at the gates of the lost Eden with a fiery sword, Uriel supposedly wrestled Jacob and is the messenger that came to Noah to tell him of the coming deluge and the flood in Enoch 1:10, 1-3. Verses 1-3. Uriel is also said to have disclosed the mysteries of heavenly arcana to Ezra and is one of the 4 angels of the presence. Uriel is also said to have brought alchemy down to the earth and to the Kabbalah, is the regent of the sun, and is a sharp-sighted angel who can see through the veil and see through deception. At one point, Uriel came down and dwelled among men as Jacob and is considered the angel of divine vengeance and justice. A pious philosopher angel, also the immortal angel of the undying God. On the day of judgment, Uriel will break open the gates of Hades and cast down and bring forth to judgment all of the Nephilim and the Titans. So the Nephilim are those half-angel children when the angels came down and mated with human women who they thought were beautiful, and will unleash the flood and bring all of those fallen angels to judgment and the seat before God. So again, what I'm coming when I did this reading today is I'm getting a lot of messianic, Jesus kind of energy here. I'm also getting new life, rebirth, light, expansion, emanation, intense growth. I'm getting new energy coming from Uriel. Also getting flames and fire and passion. And also there's hints of these angels, especially Uriel, and it's interesting because in my book that's coming out that I'm actually going to be starting editing and I'm going to do another reading from it, Bloodstained Seraphim, the angel Uriel comes down and is unto Sarah, and then the angel Azrael comes down as well, unto someone else. And that kind of like has something to do, because that was a dream I had maybe 2 years ago, and it's coming up now as even more prescient, as kind of the new energies are coming into play. So the fact that we were able to channel Uriel today when I pulled the cards is a big deal, because I do have a very close connection to Uriel.